Hey everyone, Brandon here, and it's time for more SexxPerTease. Our question is, what are good rules of etiquette when it comes to different online gay communities? Jacked vs. Grindr versus Adam for Adam versus BGC, etc. I'm not completely sure what BGC is. I'm gonna assume maybe Black Gay Chat, which I've never used and never been on, so I don't really know the demographic or like what it's like on there, so I can't really speak on that one. But I do consider myself like an expert with Grindr. I have had the most success with that site opposed to any other site and found the most dates and lovers on it. I mean, lots of people think Grindr's just some nasty, trashy site where people are just like fucking each other all the time. And I mean, some people do use it for that, but it is kind of a conservative site in that like you can't even say fuck in your profile. Like it is a small profile anyway. So like they do have rules and regulations and they do like crop your photo and say you're not allowed to share your underwear. So Grindr is trying to like classify itself, even though it does seem kind of dumb that it's doing that because like it has probably the most trashy reputation. But I think most people that hate on it and say it's so bad and horrible are probably people that like never even used it or like don't even know how to use it and haven't really mastered online dating because they're just basing it off of like stereotype and ignorance and etc. But personally speaking, I love Grindr. It is possible to like find dates on there, even though I do feel like online dating's become maybe worse in recent months, just because like I don't know, guys just seem horrible and perverted and just all like nasty lately. It's like more so than they used to in the past, or maybe it's just like guys I'm getting messaging me from like Instagram of all places, and they're like so gross and they want to kick me and just send me like naked pictures and get on my damn nerves. It's like, if I'm already showing you a picture in like my underwear, why the fuck do you think you deserve to see me naked? Like, accept what I'm showing you and stop demanding more. Like, I don't even know you, I'm not talking to you, I'm never gonna meet you, like, we're never gonna fuck, like, no, just leave me alone. But I mean, I guess they're fans, so I have to be like polite and nice in hopes that they still like follow me and like my pictures. But I mean, it's like, leave me the fuck alone. Anyway, well, Grindr, I do think great rules of any online dating site is if you are looking for dates, you have to show your face like fully like your face, like no makeup, no sunglasses, no even a hat. I mean, lots of guys wear hats, but I do think people use hats to like make themselves look butcher. Like I do think that's a trick. Or they're like balding and using a hat to hide that receding hairline. So always be wary of a guy in a hat, like a baseball cap, etc. They could just be pretending to be more masculine or hiding their horrible hairline. But you should always ask for more pictures because Grindr you can only have one picture. So like you need to make sure it's a good one. And if you don't want to be like assume people are just looking for sex, like you do, I don't know, I think you should wear a shirt. You, even though you may have a hot body, a great body, save that for guys, like when you message each other, like not everyone has to see you shirtless as like their first impression of you. And that's kind of ironic for me because all I do is take slutty selfies, but like I'm saving my slutty selfies for like Instagram or like other sites, but like for when it comes to my dating life and I want to go on a date and like hopes of maybe finding a boyfriend, I hate the whole, like, you have to, like, make yourself seem presentable and, like, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, like, just in general, just wear a shirt in your profile picture. Like, make sure your nipples are covered. Like, I mean, I could wear this and my nipples are technically covered, even though this is, like, a club top, but whatever. Just wear a shirt, make sure your face is completely visible, and make sure you're the only one in their picture. I hate when people have pictures with them and, like, someone else in the picture, especially if it's, like, a group of guys, because it's always, like, the ugliest guy in the photo whose profile it is. Like, the really hot guys are not posting pictures with, like, their ugly friends. Like, it's always the ugly friend posting pictures with their hot friends, and it's, like, seriously, who wants to go out with you when they see that you're the ugliest person in the picture? Like, use a picture that is just you, natural, by yourself. But, like, rules of etiquette, I mean, people nowadays talk like they don't have any sense or home training and just want to be like, how big is your dick? Are you top or bottom? It's like the first question. It's like, what the fuck? You don't even know my name, my interests, my what I'm doing in my life. Like, ew, get away from me. Like, that's not someone you want to go out with anyway. So, like, conduct yourself with morals and know how to carry a conversation. Like, it's horrible when people message you and it's like one word answers and it's like you have to drive the conversation. It's like, what the fuck? You messaged me first. Like, ew. I mean, I guess there is a possibility you'll find a hot guy who's maybe just bad at conversation and maybe you can try to fix him, but usually people are already, like, developed and stuck in their ways, so, like, if they're a lost cause, they're a lost cause. But, I mean, Grindr, if you're... I like Grindr because I do think it's the most diverse and, like, you can filter out ages to, like, get your age range. And then Jacked, I do think is definitely geared more to, like, the Black Latino community, so, like, if you're more into like black Latino guys, like definitely get on Jacked. Then like Growler, I love Growler. I've had lots of success with Growler. It's my favorite bear site and like the one that's gotten me the most dates and lovers. So like if you're into like bears, bigger guys, or you're a chaser, or maybe you're a bear and you want to find a chaser, like definitely get on Growler. I mean, there's also Scruff, but I don't really like Scruff. Like, Scruff, I haven't had that much luck on in the past. Like, I have had better luck recently than before, but, like, I wouldn't recommend Scruff. Like, if you are into the bear scene, I'd go for Growler. I just like it way better. And then, what about, there's also OkCupid. I think OkCupid probably is like the most respectable reputation, even though I do get tons of gross guys messaging me on there too that just are like, ew, some guy was like, you have nice armpits, I want to sniff them. Or like, ew, what the fuck is wrong with you? But like, no matter what site you're on, you're gonna get nasty perverts attracting themselves to you and like messaging you. Just ignore them, especially if a guy like, I always ignore people without a face picture. Like, you shouldn't have to ask anyone for a face picture. Like, if they don't know better to, like, send it automatically, like, fuck off. And no goods ever come from a guy without a face picture anyway. So even if they do send it to you in the first message, they're probably worth avoiding anyway, because they're probably, like, DL, closeted case, etc. And if you're looking for a boyfriend, they aren't worth your time. So avoid people without pictures, avoid perverts that especially perverts right away, or even if they, like, pretend like they're interested in the beginning and then turn into a pervert later, just avoid them, especially if you're looking for a boyfriend, etc. But I do like OkCupid it if you're like looking for maybe more serious dating. There are gross guys on there, faceless profiles and nasty pictures and etc. But OkCupid's good. You can like filter everything, let everything you like and interest, and give more of a detailed view of yourself and what you're looking for. There's also Hornet. That's like a new one I've discovered. I've had a lot of success on it lately in recent months since I moved back home to Pennsylvania. But it's kind of like a mix of Jacked and Grindr. Like, your profile is really small. Like, you don't really get to say that much about it, but you get more pictures. And you get like 4 private photos, even though guys are just going to message you looking to see your private photos, so etc. That's annoying too. But I like Hornet too. It's diverse, and you can have endless scrolling, even though it gets annoying, because like, there's only so far you're willing to travel to, like, meet a man. But, yeah, that's just my background information on other sites. I tried Adam for Adam once, because I thought of it always as having, like, the grossest reputation, like, even worse than Grindr. Like, it's, like, seedy and nasty, and honestly it is, and it's, like, lots of old guys, too. But, like, so many people in the past, I know, found serious long-term boyfriends on it, but that was, like, a long time ago. So, like, I'd avoid Adam for Adam because I'm not a fan, but I mean, I do know people that found long-term boyfriends on it, so maybe it is going to help you or be interesting and maybe help you find a man, but honestly, I like to switch my sites every, like, month. So, like, I get on, like, Grindr, Growler, OkCupid, because those are my top 3. Then the next month I go to, like, Jacked, Hornet, and Scruff, because those are, like, my middle 3. And then, like, the absolute bottom of the barrel that I barely ever go on anymore are, like, Tinder, because I've never found a date on there. Adam for Adam, I only hooked up with one bi guy with a girlfriend on there once. So that's, like, useless. And then Plenty of Fish is always, like, short guys or ratchetness, and, like, no one ever really special. So, like, those are my bottom 3. But, yeah, that's just my background information on these online dating apps. So I hope that helped you determine maybe which apps are good for you in finding a date. So, hope that answered your question, and join me again for more SexxPerTease later!